Now we will start with the concept of nodal analysis. Now we will consider this sum. We will understand this concept by sum itself. It's a very simple concept. Basically, now in this sum, in this circuit is given of 3 loops, and they have asked find the current in 10 ohm resistor. Now, as per the earlier mesh analysis, we can do it by mesh analysis also. How many loops are there? Basic loops, 3 loops are there. So we will assume 3 currents, I1, I2 and I3, and then after applying KVL in each loop, we will get 3 equations, and by solving the 3 equations we would get the values of I1, I2 and I3, and the I2 is our current through 10 ohm resistor that we would be getting. But then if we would have applied mesh analysis, because there are 3 loops, then we are getting 3 equations, 3 unknowns, and therefore the length of the sum is very large. But here in nodal analysis, instead of going in point of loops, we are now, instead of calculating or studying in terms of loops, we are studying now in terms of nodes. That is, we will first of all, step 1 in nodal analysis is see the number of nodes in the circuit. Note step 1, note and mark the number of nodes in the circuit. Now, how many nodes are there in the circuit? What is a node now? Basically, node means a junction of more than 2 branches, or I can say a junction of 3 or more than 3 branches. That is, this is not a node because there are only 2 branches. What is a node? It is a junction of 3 or more than 3. 3 or more than 3 branches. This is called a node. Now, so how many such nodes are there in our circuit? I am seeing that this is a node. This is a node. Can I say this as a node? Yes. This as a node? Yes. But now, see, there is no element between these 2 nodes. If there is no element between 2 nodes, that means that these 2 nodes are nothing but they are common to each other. Hence, there is a single node, not 2 nodes. There are single nodes. If there would have been an element between them, then they would be different nodes. But now they are same nodes. Therefore, in total there are 3 nodes in a circuit. Now, after that, step 2 in our nodal analysis is make the node with maximum number of branches as the reference node, or ground node, or it is also called as datum node, or datum node. Which is the node with maximum number of branches? Here there are 3 branches in this node. Here there are 3. Here how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 branches? No. This is not a branch. I can just make in this way. I can just write this in this way, this network directly. So how many branches are there? 4 branches are there. So which is the node with maximum number of branches? This. So I'll just make it as a common node. The marking for common node is generally done as this. This is the marking for common node. That is zero potential or ground we say. Such as, but there is no zero potential or ground in DC circuits. But it's just a common point. Or with respect to this point, we find other voltages. Well, yes. And note and mark. First step I have not done here. We'll note this as node 1 and potential here, potential node 1, node 2. And this is my node 3, which is grounded. Now, assume potentials V1, V2, V3 as per the number of nodes to the marked nodes. Step 3. Assume node potentials. Node V1 and V2. If there are 3 nodes, then there would have been 3 voltages. Now here there are 2 nodes, basic nodes. Here this is the voltage of this node is 0, or V3 is equal to 0, we can say, and V3. So we'll mark directly this node as V1 and this node as V2. This is the step 3 in our nodal analysis. Now what we are going to do? Now we are just going to find V1 and V2 by what? Earlier in mesh analysis, what we had applied to find I1 and I2 and I3? We had applied KVL. Now here to find V1 and V2, we will be applying KCL, that is Kirchhoff's current law. We are applying Kirchhoff's current law. Step 4 is find V1 and V2 by applying KCL. Step 4 is V2 by applying KCL. Now we will be following this, we will be doing this 4th step. So now I know I have not written V3 as I already know the value of V3, that is 0 volts. Now I will be applying KCL. Always remember, while applying KCL, again there are 2 points to remember over here. When I am applying KCL at node V1, then I will assume that node V1 is greater than V2. If there are 3 nodes, then the node V1 will be the greatest when I am applying KCL at node V1. That is, while applying KCL at node 1, V1 is greater than V2. While applying KCL at node 2, V2 is greater than V1. And always assume in nodal analysis that all the currents are going out from that node. Always assume in nodal that all currents are going outside. That is, outward currents are positive, I will assume, and inward currents are negative. Vice versa. I am assuming, now I am applying KCL at node 1. I am assuming that all the currents are coming outward from node V1. Now, can I write this current plus this current plus this current equal to 0? Yes. But I will not write this current in terms of I will write this current in terms of V. Can I write this current as V1 minus V3 by 2? Yes, I can write V1 minus V3 by 2 plus this plus what I will be writing, V1 minus V2 by 10. V1 minus V2 by 10. Now here there is a big problem. What we will do here? V1 minus or plus? Here I will be, see, always when we talk in terms of nodal voltages, we assume that what we have assumed while applying KCL at node 1, we assume that V1 is always the greatest. That is, V1 is positive, we assume. But here there is also positive potential is there first. Therefore, but we are assuming V1 is greatest of all. Therefore, plus V1 minus 25 minus V3 by 5 is equal to 0. Now, what is the value of V3? What is the value of V3? V3 is equal to, where is that V3? V3 is equal to 0. Substituting it over here, I will be getting V1 by 2 plus V1 minus V2 by 10 plus V1 minus 25 by 5 is equal to 0. Right? Now see, in such situation what to do? In such situation, they are in fractional. So I will try to make my denominator same. I will try to make my denominator as 10. I will multiply by this by 5. So this will be 5V1 by 10 plus this I will keep it as it is plus 2 into V1 minus 25 by 10 is equal to 0. As the denominator is same, I will just make this bracket as common. Now I will take this 10 on that side, on right hand side, so that it will be multiplied by 0 is 0. Therefore this 10 will get removed. And now I will be simplifying this equation, that is V5 plus 1 6 plus 2 8. 8V1 minus 2V1 minus V2 is equal to 50. This is my first equation. This is my first equation. Similarly, I will find second equation for V2. I am just erasing the first two steps over here. Now, what I will do is, here again while applying KCL at node 2, I will assume that all the currents are going outside, and I know that while applying KCL at node 2, I will assume that V2 is greater than V1. So my first current V2 minus V1 by 10 plus what is this, V2 minus V3 by 4 plus, now see, V2 is positive potential and this is, here there is a negative potential. Then what I will do? What I should do? Always remember what we had done earlier V1 was greatest, here V2 is greater. Therefore, what I will write is V2 minus 50, because this is negative, no? Minus V3, here there is a V3 by 2, right, is equal to 0. Now what is the value of V3? V3 is again equal to 0. Therefore substituting V3, therefore we are getting V2 minus V1 by 10 plus V2 by 4 plus V2 plus 50 by 2. Right? Now I will try to make my denominator again equal to 10, because highest value is 10. So it is also an even term. Therefore V2 minus V1 by 10 plus 2.5 V2 by 10 plus V2 plus 50 by 10 into 5, plus 5 into V2 plus 50 by 10 is equal to 0. Now as my denominator is same, I will make it common. I will be sending it to right hand side and multiplied by 0. So my denominator, I am free of my denominator, fractional terms. Now what is the value of V1? Minus V1 plus 1 plus 2.5, 3.5 plus 5, 8.5 V2, and then plus 5 into 5, 25 to 50 is equal to minus 250. This is my second equation. Now by substituting these equations in our calculator, we will find the values of V1 and V2, and then our step 4 will be completed. I'm just rubbing this small point. My V1 is, and my V2 is. Eight minus 1, 50 then over here minus 1, 8.5 2.6 volts. Here value is 29.10 minus 29.10 volts. So these are the value of V1 and V2. Now how we are going to find the current? This is the very crucial point. Now I will just keep these two values and then solving in this side. Step 5 now is find the current, find the respective current by Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? V is equal to IR. So we have this nodal voltage is now, that is 2.6 and minus 20. Now I want the current through 10 ohm resistor. Then you can see which part V1 is greater or V2 is greater. V1 is greater. Therefore from where current will flow? From higher potential to lower potential. Current will flow from 2.6 to, what is that? Minus 29 point. From here to here the current will flow. Hence, I will just rub this direction, I will just assume this direction. And my current will be I 10 ohms is equal to V1 minus V2 by 10. That is 2.6 minus 29 point. What this will be? 2.6 and this 31. It will be 31.7 divided by 10. That is 3.17 amperes. Towards right. You should always specify the direction because current is a vector and vector has magnitude as well as direction. If you have not specified the direction, then your answer is partially right, not fully. This is our value of current. These are the basic 5 steps of nodal analysis. See, here what was the benefit of using nodal analysis is that when there are more number of loops at that time and less number of nodes at that time, instead of using mesh analysis we can use nodal analysis, so that our length of the problem would be reduced as such. Now we will consider this sum. Here in this circuit there is a new symbol for us, that is this. This is our new symbol. This is called as current source. As this is a symbol for voltage source, 6 volts. This is a symbol for independent current source. It provides independently the current of the provided given amperes. That is, here it provides current of 5 amperes. Always you have to remember, you have to note one thing, that we cannot apply KVL in the loops where current source is given. Always. But keeping that apart, I will solve this problem. Here it is given in this circuit, as per the given circuit, they have shown there are 2 sources, basically one current source and one voltage source, and they have asked to find the current through 4 ohm resistor by nodal analysis. Now what is the first step in nodal analysis? We have to identify the nodes. So here this is node. I will mark this node as node number 1 and this by as node number 2. Then what is the second? Identify the reference node. This is our reference node, this bigger one with maximum number of branches. Actually there are 3 nodes. This is node number 3. And then what is the next step? We have to mark this nodes. We have to mark the potentials of node. I will mark the potential of this node as now V1, V2 and V3. Now what is the next step? You have to write equation, KCL equation for each node. Then I will write over here. I will start from here. KCL equation for node 1. As already we know, we have taken V3 as reference, therefore V3 is 0. Mark this as 1. After that, V1, I will assume all the currents are coming out of the V1. Always we have to assume. And then writing equation V1, as V1 is the greatest when writing KCL for V1. Therefore V1 minus 6 minus V3 divided by 3 plus V1 minus V3 by 6. V1 minus V3 by 6 plus V1 minus V2 by 4 is equal to 0. So here, now this is our equation. Now we will see over here. I will just try to simplify this. Here I will try to make the denominator of these two terms same. I will multiply 2 by 2 on numerator and denominator, so that plus V1 minus V3 by 6 plus V1 minus V2 by 4 is equal to 0. So I can just make this 6 and see, I can make 24. Then I will make the denominator same. I will multiply here and divide by 4, and here I will multiply and divide by 6. Therefore I can make in this way: 8 4 into 2 V1 minus 6 minus V3 plus V1 minus V3 plus 6 into V1 minus V2 divided by 24 is equal to 0. Therefore 24 goes on that side and it is actually equal to 0. We will simplify this term. Here my 4 will go inside. 8 V1 minus 6 minus V3 plus 4 into V1 minus V3 plus 6 into V1 minus V2 is equal to 0. Now I will take 8 plus 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. 18 V1 minus 6, it's 48, minus 8 V3 plus minus 4 minus 12 V3. Minus 6 V2, 18 V1 minus 6 V2 minus 12 V3 is equal to 48. Now if I divide the whole equation by 6 on both sides, by 6 and by 6, here that is 3V1 minus V2 minus 2V3 equal to 8. This is my, but what is my V3? V3 is already 0. Therefore 3V1 minus V2 is equal to 8. This is my equation number 1. Now I will consider, I will write KCL equation for equation number 2. Writing KCL. Node number 2. So it is, again I will assume all the currents are going outside. So addition of all the currents is equal to 0 at a node. So V2, and here V2 is the greatest, V1 by 4 plus V2 minus V3. V3 I am taking already it as 0 by 2 plus, now see, we are writing KCL, right? So in KCL we are actually considering the current term. This is actually I. This is I. So difference of voltage divided by resistance is what, is nothing but I. That this is actually 5 ampere, it is given directly. So and it is coming inward, and I have assumed outward currents as positive. So this will be now just simplifying this. I'll make denominator as same, V2 minus V1 by 4 plus 2 into V2 plus 4 into minus 5 by V2 minus V1 plus 2V2 minus 20 is equal to 0. 3V2 minus V1 is equal to 20 as my second equation. Equation number 2. 3V2 minus V1 is equal to, now just we have to put the values in the calci and find the answer. So we will be able to find V1 and V2. And just having this, I can write this as minus V1. I can write this as minus V1 plus 3V2 is equal to 20. Minus 1 V1 is equal to 5.5 volts. V2 is equal to 8.5 volts. These are the two values of V1 and V2. Now, but what we want actually, and this V3 is already equal to 0, we want the current through 4 ohm resistor. So, which voltage is more? Here, V1 is 5.5. Here, V2 is 8.5. Which is the greatest? V2 is the greatest. So current will flow from higher to low. So 8.5 to 5.5. Current will flow from here to here. So my current is I4 ohm is equal to 8.5 minus 5.5 divided by 4 is equal to 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75 amperes from V2 to V1, from right to left. This is our final answer. So for calculation purposes we are taken, but this is my I4. I have to always specify the direction. Without direction your sum is not fully completed, it is partially completed or partially right. Now consider this sum. Here in this sum they have asked to find Vx by nodal analysis. Now by just observing, what is the first step in nodal analysis? The first step in nodal analysis is to find nodal voltages. To find the number of nodes in the circuit. So I am seeing this is one node, this is one node, here there is a node, but I am seeing that there is no element. So this node will be extended till here. Now I am seeing that here also there is no element. So this node is extended till here. Wow. So there are basically 3 nodes in our circuit. This is node number 1, 2 and 3. These are the 3 nodes in our circuit. So now we have to find Vx. First we will name this V1. We have already named it. We'll just name V2. Now by observation, and what is the next step? Now we have to choose a reference node. Which is the reference node? Normally we take a reference node for the node which is having maximum number of branches, and assume it at zero potential. Assuming this node at zero potential, therefore V2 is equal to 0. Now this is at 0 and this is 0. What is the here? There is a 0 potential, and this height is at 5 volts greater than this, that is it will be at 5. So what is the value of V1? V1 is 5 volt as V2 is equal to 0 volts. So V1 is at 5 volts with respect to V2, we can say. So you have got the value of V1 and V2. So what is unknown? Only one element is unknown, that is Vx. Now how to find it? One element is unknown, therefore we will be needing only one equation to find. We will apply KVL at node X. Applying KCL at node X. Applying KCL at node X. So now, see, we will assume what? Vx is the greatest, and we will assume that all the currents are coming out. Therefore, our 2 ampere will be minus 2 ampere plus Vx minus V1 divided by 4 plus Vx minus V2 divided by 3 is equal to 0. Yeah, it is equal to 0. So now I will just transfer this 2 on that side and substitute the value of V1 and V2. Vx minus 5, Vx minus 0 just cross multiplying it. 3 into Vx minus 5 by 4 plus 4 into 3 into Vx minus 5 plus 4 into Vx by 12 is equal to 2. 3Vx minus 15 plus 4Vx 7Vx is equal to 24 minus 15. What is 24 minus 15? It is 9. Vx is equal to 9 by 7. We are not wrong anywhere, right? We are okay. Yes. Minus 2 is going on that side. Okay. Yeah. And then this is the answer. That's it.